That's actually what I'm really curious about.
Fastball, of course, change up, split finger, curveball, slider.
And how do you feel with your repertoire? What are you reaching?
Every day is different, man. You know, for me, because I haven't pitched organized baseball in over 18 years, it's all about consistency, and that's basically what pitching is about. Finding your location. That's what I'm working on every day. So every day, I have good days where everything is just perfect, and then I have days where I'm like, I can't get the ball there, but that just comes with being a pitcher.
Tracy, with the rules with coming out of high school now, you can't do it in the NBA, but in baseball, guys can go right from high school to the pros and at least play in the minors. What's your thoughts about that, and compare and contrast, positives, negatives for guys, who are just starting out?
Well, it was, I would be, a guy that, I'll be hypocritical if I say guys shouldn't be able to do it because I did it. But at the same time, a lot of people don't hear about, when you were able to come out of high school and, the guys that failed, and you're not able to go back to college. I'm sure the baseball rules are different than they are for guys coming out in the NBA. I'm not sure if a guy can come out of college in baseball and be drafted by a minor league team and go back to school. I think that is possible, right?
Eventually, yeah.
Right. So you can't, once you declare yourself eligible for the NBA out of high school for basketball, there is no college.
Right.
So what is your alternative? The NBDL, which is
didn't exist then.
Yeah, it didn't exist. So you pretty much, your life was pretty much screwed. And guys coming out of high school for baseball getting a signing bonus for a few $1 million. It has its pros and its cons, but I don't want to see guys come out of high school and try to go to the pros of basketball because it's pretty difficult, and more have failed than the guys who've been successful.
Can you talk about the media hype you've gotten? Has it distracted you or helped motivate you?
I came out of high school and, at 18 years old and played professional basketball, so the media that I received back then was, a lot. This is just, this comes with the territory. I'm used to this type of stuff. It's not a distraction at all.
What's your biggest challenge you see from switching from basketball to baseball?
Being a basketball player for 16 years and looking from the outside in on baseball, I always thought that it wasn't, a grind. I thought they had it easy because, they just come out to the ballpark and they just sit around until it's game time. They do it every day, but I was like, how hard can that be? Being in it, it's a grind. Mentally, it's a challenge for you. To come here to the ballpark every day, you get here 5 hours before the game starts, whereas in the NBA, we get to the arena an hour and a half before the game starts. So it's tough, but at the same time, it's fun. It's fun, and I think a lot of minorities, or I should say African Americans, from the grassroots of youth, should realize that this is a fun sport, and hopefully I can be, that guy that can relate to. I don't think our youth, African American youth, can relate to Major League Baseball players as far as they're being globalized, like a LeBron James and Kevin Durant. Who can they, relate to in Major League Baseball to say, I want to be like him in school sports? So me being that player that played basketball that's so globalized, hopefully I can encourage those guys to play this sport because it's a cool sport.
Did you come into this with that thought in mind?
I did. Absolutely I did. Because the numbers are so down, in Major League Baseball, and in baseball period, African Americans play this sport, which is unbelievable. It's just a great sport to play that, hopefully I can entice, some of these kids to come out and play this sport.
You referenced Bo Jackson and Dion, when talking about making the transition. Is there any other athletes that you actually reached out to see, maybe how this would go? Or?
No, not at all.
Can you talk about your first performance a little bit? How you felt?
Well, it was just an exhibition game, playing against the college. I mean, I felt I was nervous a little bit once I got through the first pitch, the first batter. I was fine. Just the anticipation building up for, a new challenge, and having so much downtime. When you get to the park, you want to warm up and then you want to get to it. I got to sit around, I got to think about it, and I got to do all this stuff. I'm like, damn, I'm ready to play. But it was a good experience. I learned a lot of things from that experience, and we'll see how I'll do in my next outcome.
Can you talk about this River Sharks team a little bit?
I don't know nothing about it.
How have your teammates received you?
They're great. They're great. I mean, we have a good clubhouse. One of the best that I've been around. I'm not used to taking, 2-hour bus rides?
That was 4.5 coming in from Bridgeport.
Yeah,
with
4.5
traffic.
bus-hour ride. Bus ride last night, and it was just a lot of fun on the bus. After playing a doubleheader last night, never had so much fun on a bus ride before. The guys are great. Welcome me with open arms. My mentality, my approach to this is a lot different than theirs. Those guys are trying to get jobs from affiliate ball club. Me, I'm just out here for fun. There's no money. This is just for my love for the sport. These guys are really competing, trying to establish a career.
Did you change anything in your off-season workout this year than you have past years in the NBA?
Well, training for basketball is a lot different from baseball. Since I'm a pitcher, I had to strengthen up my arm. I had to do all the necessary things that it took for me to come out here and play that position. Not pitching for 18 years. You just don't want to come out here and wing it and hurt yourself. So I had to do necessary things for that.
Got time for 3 more questions.
Best NBA moment, Tracy.
My best NBA moment? One of them was getting drafted out of high school. Can't beat that. 18 years old, from a small town in Florida where I grew up, and selected 9th overall in the 1997 draft. The next one was probably scoring 13 points in 35 seconds to come back and beat San Antonio. And probably my last one was scoring 62 points, franchise record for the Orlando Magic.
How involved was Roger Clemens with
He came out a few times and watched me and gave me some advice. He was very influential, and he's one of the best to ever do it. So it was good to have him out there. Kobe came out and caught me a few times, and what better combination to have? One of the greatest to pitch and his son to be out there catching.
One more question.
Any thoughts on Don's throwing situation? What's going on in the NBA right now?
No, what they did was the right thing to do. I mean, it was just a situation that we don't need to tolerate in the NBA. Adam Silver did the right thing, and we applaud him for that.